Morning everyone. Today we are outside of Goldbar, Washington, and we're going to be doing Wallace Lake's trail. Normally this is a mountain back trail consisting of about 5 miles round trip, 1,700 feet of elevation gain. But today we're going to extend that, and we're going to check out some of the lakes that are up here. There is Wallace Lake, J Lake, and Shaw Lake. On the way up we will be passing the three falls along the way. It's the lower falls, middle falls, and upper falls. It's about 2.5 miles to the upper falls. That's where we will cut off and head through the woods. It's really not much of a trail, but that'll take us up to a logging road, which will continue on up to Wallace Lake and J Lake. We're going to make an attempt to hit Shaw Lake today. There is no trail to Shaw Lake. It's more of a bushwhack, which is about 1 mile past J Lake. Yeah, and we'll make a loop out of it, so expecting total distance to be 12 to 13 miles. And yeah, so glad to have you along, and let's get going. finally made it to the upper falls, and they're raging pretty good. Just absolutely beautiful. This is the point where we depart the trail, and we will head up to Wallace Lake. And I believe it's about a half a mile trek through an unmaintained, they say trail, but yeah, there really isn't a trail. So we'll be using GPS to make sure we get to where we're going. So we will go ahead and head that direction. So starting out on the trek to head up to Wallace Lake, came across this little reader board here, and talks about having the 10 essentials and what you should know before you go. Pretty much details everything you need or should know when heading off trail. Alright, so we've made it past the upper falls. It's a little bit quieter now without the sound of the falls in the background. Made it through the unmarked trail portion, heading up to Wallace Lake. But I think so far, it's great. Wish the weather was a little bit better. It's quite wet and damp. But I'm the only one out here. I have literally passed 2 people, and that was a couple within the last 3 miles. So it's a great day to be out here, because this is a very popular trail, and I've done it a couple times in the past, and you will pass 100 or more people. So yeah, may not be the best weather, but I'm enjoying it all to myself. So we're now on the Forest Service Road that takes you to Wallace Lake. We're gonna head in the opposite direction for a minute. Supposedly there's a bridge up here that goes across the river. Let's see if we can maybe get some views of the falls from there. So we ventured a little bit past the bridge. It does exit the state park and turns into Department of Natural Resources land. Looks like there is a trail system here. Haven't been able to find any information on this on the maps, but looks like we're gonna have to come down here sometime and map it out and see where it goes. Might be a nice little day venture. And but yeah, the sign said stop, but you know me, I ain't gonna stop. It says stop, makes me more curious. So all right, so let's head back across the bridge and head up to Wallace Lake. So much for dry feet. My feet are absolutely soaked now. I slipped on that little log back there, and yeah, the water was about 12 inches deep, so, but it's all right. It's warming up outside, so we're just gonna have wet feet till we get back. So this is actually kind of nice. As you can see, we actually have one campsite here at the lake. It is by permit only, but I'm sure it's pretty easy to get. But yeah, might have to do a night out here. All right, so we made it out to the stunning Wallace Lake. It's absolutely beautiful. The sun is actually starting to peek out, so the weather's turning for the good. We're about 6 3/4 miles in, and we are going to be heading up to J Lake next and check that out. And once we get there, I will check in with you. So we're out here at J Lake, and because this is bear country, you are required to store your food in a tree, and they have a very nice pulley system here to store your food in. And so basically you stick it in that bucket there and you pull this down and it sends your food up into the tree so that you can store it so that the bears won't come along and steal it from you. So it's actually kind of nice that they have something like that here. All right, so we made it out to Jay Lake. Not the best view of the lake, but it is absolutely just beautiful out here. We've clocked in just over 9 miles in about 4.5 hours. We were going to make an attempt at Shaw Lake. I did some scouting around and just not going to have the time to do that today. It's another mile up. There is no trail. It's a bushwhack through the woods, and using a GPS, finding your way through, just going to take way too much time. We're going on about 1:30 in the afternoon now, I believe, and we got about 4 miles back to the car. So I mean, it's an easy 4 miles, but I don't want to be out here too much longer. And but other than that, I am going to sit here and have some snacks, refuel, and have a beer. So today I brought along Sup Bro by Crucible Brewery out of Everett, Washington. It is an IPA, and I have actually had this before, so I do know that it's good. And but we're going to open this baby up and have a nice drink. Oh yeah, definitely. That's what's up, bro. So yeah, this is pretty much the final destination for the day. I will definitely have to come out here again. Jay Lake has 4 campsites, and by permit only, of course, but they're easy to obtain. And maybe come out here, do an overnight, and then do an attempt up to Shaw Lake and check that out. But yep, so who needs food, drink my beer, and then pack up and head back. So I hope you all enjoyed it, and until next time, sup, bro. Final thoughts. How was it? It was great. I literally passed 3 people the entire time I was out there. Ended up being a little bit further than I had anticipated. Total was about 15 miles, and total time on the trail was about 6.5 hours. And didn't make it to Shaw Lake, but that's okay. It'll be there next time. I definitely want to do it again when the weather's nicer, and I definitely want to do an overnight stay. We did a total elevation gain across the whole entire distance of about 2,200 feet. So pretty easy trail. Once you get to the upper falls, it's all pretty flat from there. I think once you're at the upper falls, that was 1,700. And so an additional 500 feet for the remainder of the way. Yeah, so really hope you all enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time on the next trail.